Good morning guys, we are in the Khao San region of Bangkok and today is going to be a bit of a different vlog because I'm going to try and do it a little bit more sequentially, make it an easier edit for me. I want to try and put more of these out every day, so your feedback is super helpful. If you didn't know, the Khao San area is like the main heart of like kind of the backpacking party district here, and in the evenings it absolutely goes off. I still have a lot of editing that I need to do, so I'm going to head down the road to try and find a decent coffee shop. I'm in need of some AC because it's bloody hot here and it's only 10 o'clock. Now it's a Sunday here and I wonder if that's going to make any difference. I mean, you do have quite a religious population here and they work so hard, so I wouldn't be surprised if on a Sunday they take the day off or take a bit of a rest, but we're about to see. Right now we're going down the main road, one of the main roads that goes towards the center near Chinatown, and I walked here the other day and it was bustling, but this place is quite a difference between the daytime and the nighttime, especially as we come up to the Khao San Road, which is that backpacking district or the party district that everyone goes to when they come here. And this is the road right here, and it is now open for cars, but literally in the main day you cannot see anything because there's so many people just walking, so many people selling stuff as well, including the tuk-tuks. No thank you. And you have to be aware. People are quite pushy here when they want to sell you something. They just come up and shout at you. They don't do it with the Thai people, but I think the skin and the tourist look kind of gives it away. So another cool thing about Thailand is that they have counters on the lights, so you can kind of see how long you have to cross before you're going to get run over. So not only is there the main place for people to get drunk, aka Khao San Road in this area, but it is also a spot for a lot of the government buildings and the royal buildings. You have the Ministry of Defense here, just down the road, and then also a few other palaces, I think the royal home. So we'll check that out later as well. We've been walking for about 5 minutes now, and it is starting to become clear that yes, Sunday does seem like a day of rest for the people here. A lot of these businesses are shut. I walked down here just yesterday and it was a completely different story. What are we dealing with here? Cappuccino, 100 baht. It's pretty expensive for a cappuccino here. Okay, those prices are a bit too more than I actually wanted to spend. 100 baht is about €2.60, but I know I can get it for half of that. Here we have a temple. So one thing you'll notice, especially if you're backpacking out here, is that a lot of places call themselves a hostel and they're really just like a really low grade hotel, which kind of is what a hostel is anyway, at least in my opinion of it. But the difference is in the people that you meet along the way. It's kind of pointless staying in a shitty place if there's no people to interact with. And from what I've seen, a lot of these like hostels that aren't listed on Hostel World specifically, or don't have reviews on booking.com, it's kind of just you in an empty space and it's kind of dead. There's no personality. So I'd highly recommend just to be aware of, if you were just to Google hostel and instead use the apps like Hostel World or booking.com, some people use as well. Seems like some sort of religious establishment. I assume, and don't quote me on this, is that those things that they're selling out front are offerings. could be completely wrong. If you do know, let me know in the comments. But I think that's what those eggs and that bacon and flowers, I know at least the flowers are used as offerings. But if you can kind of give me a lowdown, I'd be really interested to know the meaning is behind that. I still haven't managed to get my head around what Thai people actually eat for breakfast. From what I can gather after talking to people, it is literally just rice and more rice with eggs. Seems similar to what they eat in the regular rest of the day. It's funny what we find normal for breakfast. Like in England, you would think sausages and beans and hash browns and mushrooms and bacon and black pudding all go together. There you go, there's your countdown right there. And there, 16 seconds. This looks like a popular place. Oh, I have no idea how to read that. It was even more expensive. That was like 130. But I know it's crazy to nitpick over something so crazy as that. Especially as in Europe, you're looking at like 5 to 6 euros for a coffee. But when you're traveling and you're backpacking and you got to keep costs down as much as possible. So as nice as it was in there with air conditioning and everything and a view, look at this place. I think I'm going to keep searching. There's another spot. This place will do. Nice little bit of jazz in the background. Thai temples. Definitely worth scouting a little bit. You might be wondering what I'm actually doing here, why I need to do computer work and stuff like that. Well, if you haven't noticed by watching my channel, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel and my social media platforms so I can make more travel videos and have more experiences with people and cultures and encourage others to go and do the same. That's at least my goal. It's one of my favorite things that I love to do. So my goal is to share that with you. Now, in order to be successful at that, I want to put in all my skills that I've acquired over time, working for clients and other people, and try and just create as much interesting, valuable content as possible. And in order to do that, it requires a lot of time on the computer. But fortunately, being here in Thailand is the perfect place to do it because there are a lot of coffee shops like this and pretty decent internet as well. Side note, check out this Patagonia bag I bought yesterday. My other bag was falling apart. I honestly thought that this bag was a fake or a knockoff, but after doing a bit of research, I realized I think this bag is actually legit. I think it's like a proper actual Patagonia bag, and I got it for like 30 bucks. How cool is that? Well, that was good. About 3 hours later and a lot of editing and posting done, and the sun has come out in full force, and look at this little canal here. Pretty beautiful. I'm actually quite hungry, so we're gonna see what food there is. You open? Fried rice, fried noodles. Fried noodles. Oh yeah. Fried noodles, chicken, pork, seafood. Chicken. Yeah, I like that. Maybe some chicken and fried noodles. Fried noodles, chicken. Yeah. One here. Yeah. Yeah, here. Oh, sit here. Cup and cup. Thank you. All right. Order some fried chicken and noodles. That is honestly one of my favorite things about being here in Thailand, is the amount of food options that there are. I know I keep saying this in my videos, but it's just amazing. You just walk a couple feet and there's like a food stall where they're making fresh food it's delightful. Look at how beautiful the aesthetics of that food cart are. It's like so functional and everything has its little place perfectly on that thing. And perfect, kapong kat. Oh my god. Oh, that's incredible. So flavorful. Chicken flavor. I think they cooked it in some sort of a broth as well. Morning glory. Doesn't get much better than this. One of the things I've noticed here is that they don't really ask you if you want a drink most of the places. They kind of could make a lot more money if they did, but they don't seem to do that. But you're looking at like anywhere between 60 and 100, maybe 120 for a meal like this. Well, that was flipping amazing. So now I think we should check out the Grand Palace. And just for reference, this is where we are right now. If we zoom out. So for reference, I'm staying up here and we are down here. We've basically taken this road the whole way down, and I think that we should go and check out the Grand Palace right here, which is pretty spectacular, and we'll just end up doing a big loop. Oh, look at the fish. And this little alleyway is so cool alongside the canal. What a beautiful spot. It's actually really quiet down here, which is quite rare for Bangkok. Pretty much everywhere you go there's the sound of motors or music or something. Wow, this is cool. It's like a botanical garden almost. Big old crows. So it looks like we've stumbled across a bit of a public park, and this building looks incredible. Kind of looks like something you'd find at Kew Gardens. Only, I wonder what that says. What on earth is that symbolizing? If anybody knows what that sign is, I'd love to know in the comments below. I wonder what's going on here. Looks like they're doing some sort of filming. So I've been wandering around these pathways for a little while now. It seems like they actually go nowhere. There's a lot of dead ends and they just lead you around in random places, so you can't actually get out the park. You think a path's going to the exit and it just kind of goes around and has like a... What on earth do these signs mean? Like, what is this? No little and big people together? No couples that differ in height. No parents and children. No picking up dirt. You're not allowed to pick up trash. Is that shit? I mean, that one's pretty obvious, but what the fuck are these two? Finally made it out of the park, and this is where we are right now. I think we should go check out the Grand Palace. So in this area you have a lot of different temples and palaces and stuff like that. This would be kind of the same sort of area as where Buckingham Palace is in London, or some of the places in DC, you know, where you can go see the Capitol building, you can go see the White House, and then the different monuments. So I would liken this place to that, really. A lot of military floating around and a lot of authoritative figures. We're gonna have to do another video going into some of these temples, maybe tomorrow or the next day, because it's a sign of disrespect to be showing your arms and legs, I think, in those palaces. So I have to get myself some sleeves for my arms and some sleeves for my legs as well. And maybe we'll check this place out. I mean, it looks stunning. This is the Royal Palace. I really wish that I could put up the drone. It's a pretty awesome site, and it's very big as well. and I keep getting shouted at by tuk-tuk drivers. But look, you just, everywhere you look, you can just see spires all the way along. You can just see these incredible rooftops and spires. And then along here you have all of the government buildings here. It's quite a spectacular place, and we're also very lucky to catch it in the sunshine. It's been raining the last few days. Behind me is Thailand's Ministry of Defense, and right now they don't have the guards out in front. But the other day I was here and they have a really cool uniform. Once again, like their version of the Royal Guards with the hats. They have their own version of that. And it's pretty impressive, and it's really cool to kind of see how different nations have kind of designed their uniforms. Sorry, I got distracted. What I was saying is it's really cool to see how different cultures and nations have designed their military uniforms, and just see the difference, you know. And there it is. Fuck, it's so hot here, but this looks like a good little spot to talk about what I wanted to talk about right now, and that is fake gurus. Some of you are gonna hate me for this, some of you are gonna be like, oh, he's just jealous or whatever, but I watched a video where a YouTuber is currently in Bali and talking to digital nomads right now about how they make their money and how they make their living. And it was kind of interesting because it basically became apparent that a lot of it is all talk and none of it is reality. When you see or hear the term digital nomad or people that are working remotely, you kind of get the impression that's been given by them, which is, I live this free lifestyle and I make a shit ton of money remotely. You've seen the ads that are like, why are you slaving away at your job for $100 a day, $200 a day, when you could be making 10 grand a day by hanging out in Bali? Well, honestly, I'm here to tell you that mostly that's complete bullshit. And this video that this other YouTuber made completely shows this. Granted, some of these people in the video were just getting started on their venture, but a lot of them are selling like ebooks and how to live your life, or how to make money whilst being remote, or how to, all these different things, how-to guides, ebooks, or whatever. And the reality is, these people haven't figured it out themselves. And I just think that it's a shame that a lot of the people that want to travel or aspire to travel either buy into this bullshit that you can travel the world and make millions. Now, I'm here to tell you that you can totally travel the world on a budget and you can make money whilst traveling, but I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that you can make a shit ton of money just like that. I'm on this journey myself, trying to grow my channel, and I have by no means made it. Whatever you consider made it. I'm currently not making any money. I saved up a bit of money from my previous job in order to dedicate more time to this YouTube channel. But I'm doing this mainly because I love it. Of course, I'm gonna have to make money at some point, and hopefully this will enable me to make money either by YouTube ad revenue or sponsorships or stuff like that. But you'll never see me try and sell a fake course about something that I don't even know about. I think that's so misleading and so demoralizing for anybody that might want to go and do this thing. I guess what I'm saying is, don't buy into the fact that everybody else around you except from you is making a shit ton of money from living on a beach in Bali. It's not true. You are able to live a life where you can spend more time on the beach in Bali, but the reality is you're gonna have to make some money somewhere, and it's probably not gonna be in the tens of thousands every day or a week. So throughout the course of this channel, I'm gonna explain how I managed to survive out here, currently not making money, and how I plan on making money whilst I'm out here on the side, so I can continue to do what I love, which is travel and explore. I know of many people that have followed influencers and travel influencers and digital nomads and have ended up just feeling like absolute shit because they feel like they don't have it, and these people have, these other people that they follow have something magical or special. Well, they don't. Half the time they're bullshitting to you, and that's what I'm here to kind of try and explain to you. there are ways of making money remotely, but it takes time, and it also takes a bit of a lifestyle change and also a career change and a skill set change. The magical thing about the internet is that you can work remotely. We all saw that during COVID. So you've got to figure out how to alter your current skill set to enable you to work. My camera died due to overheating. It's so bloody hot here. But yeah, you might just have to alter your skill set or try and figure out a new skill set. Find something else that you might be interested in that will lend itself to making a bit of money. The good thing is, if you come traveling to these countries in Southeast Asia, it's pretty affordable for somebody that comes from the West, and your money will go so much further. My suggestion is, like I said in some of my other videos, is to initially get rid of all the debt, get rid of everything you don't need, and start to make a bit of a plan or a dream of yours. What would you like to do? I think if you have any information or knowledge or skills, it is valuable to other people, so long as you're not taking advantage or just bullshitting those skills as a way of trying to make yourself money. I've met many people that even consider themselves healers, and they are incredibly fucked up once you start talking to them. So don't be fooled by all the smoke and mirrors that you see on social media. A lot of it isn't as it seems, but it is attainable to be able to live and travel and reach some of those dreams that you might have. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this little walk around Bangkok and the little bit of an insight that I have on digital nomads and creators that are living this life here. I'm gonna try and put videos out every day or every other day. So keep an eye out on this channel and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Look at that red squirrel. Hello, little squirrel.